When you're in a Zoom meeting and you choose the option to record to the computer, not to the cloud, you'll record your meeting like normal. And when the meeting is over and you finish the recording, you can stop the recording. And you'll see a note that it's going to be converted to an MP4 file once this meeting ends. And if I end the meeting, you'll also get this message that it's being converted before you can view it. And then it gives you the file path. Now, if you've just wrapped up a meeting, you may not exactly remember where all of this is. So I'll show you where you can find this file path again. If you sign into your Zoom web portal, which you can always access through MyNU by logging in with your Purple Pass credentials and then clicking on Zoom and then clicking Sign In. Once your MP4 has rendered, and it may take a little bit depending on how long your meeting is, that's very normal. Under Recordings and Transcripts, you'll see you have a couple different options here. You have cloud-based recordings and then computer recordings. So if you record it to the computer, which I just did, I'm going to click on Computer Recordings. Down here, and you can see, if I scroll this over a little bit, you can see what the file path is, which is quite long, but it tells me it's on my C drive, under users, under ROSI, and so on and so forth. Probably a quicker way to get there, though, is to just click Open. It's going to ask me if I want to open this. I can say Open. You'll notice that my File Explorer down here is flashing, so I can click on it. And then this is exactly where it's saved, and there's that file path across the top. What I need is actually the MP4 file. So I recorded a couple files when I did that last meeting. I did an audio file, a transcript file, and then the actual MP4. This is what I would want to put into Canvas to share with my students. So I'm going to just keep this window open. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and then I'll move over into Canvas. You can always get to Canvas right from MyNU. Open the Canvas course that you're going to put the video into. Personally, I think large video files always tend to work best in Files. Now, if Files is hidden from your students, that's perfectly fine. You can click on Files. Once in Files, you can actually just drag and drop it in here. Larger video files will take a longer time to go through, but then you'll come in here. And then if you kind of lose it, you always have the ability to sort your files by date created, because I have a ton in this course. And if this video name doesn't make any sense to my students, I can rename it. And maybe I'll call it Class Recording 8/19/2024, and then just check the check mark to finish that. Once in here, then I can actually put it into a module if I want, or attach it to an assignment, whatever I need to do. So if I want to put it into a module, for example, I'll come to Modules. Perhaps it's part of this week 1 module. Here I'll add it as a file right there, and then go ahead and add the item. It'll be right there for your students to watch. Once I've got it safely in Canvas, I really don't need that file on my computer anymore, especially video files. They take up a lot of room, so I can come back here to the file path, and I can just select all of these, and I can delete them. Now, deleting it from your computer does delete it permanently, so make sure you only want to do this once it's safely stored elsewhere. Another place you can also save them is on your Google Drive account, which you can access through the Google Waffle by clicking on Drive. And then you would do the same thing. New, File, Upload, and then either browse for that file, or you can always drag and drop and just put it where you need to go into your drive. And if you want it to go into a particular folder within your drive, you can jump that in there too. I'll just put it in my regular Drive account. You can see it's uploading, and then it's on there too. Now your university has plenty of different cloud-based storage options for you to keep your video files, so you don't need to keep these large files on your machine.